Ah. Okay. So, how is everybody doing? All right. Do we got it all working? Is everything working for everybody? How is everybody doing? Welcome to the first episode. The first podcast. Every podcast, my podcast is quiet. Why is it quiet? What do you mean it's quiet? I don't know it's quiet. It's not that quiet. What do you mean it's quiet? Do I gotta turn the gain up even more? Ugh, it's the technical difficulties, huh? All the same every time. 10%. Okay, I will do it. Yes. There. Am I loud? Am I loud enough for you? I'm allowed. We're gonna start this one up. That better? Is that better? Playing Legend Arceus again? Oh my god, you do. Alright. So, we are starting the first episode of the Unpatched podcast, where a whole bunch of gaming stuff, news, journalism, best, talks about gaming, drama, and all around is going to come here on every single possible episode that comes out. So, yes, this is a podcast. And so, we're going to start off with a whole bunch of news and, glorious things that have gone and come out. But before I start, if you don't know already, my name is Soul, Arc Soul, Arcadian Soul. You can catch me on any of those things over there. You can go check all that out. I am on Twitter, Blue Sky. I'm probably not going to stream as much on Twitch, but I am also on YouTube. And you can catch it or do different types of content. And these podcasts will be happening every Sunday at 7. And there will be an edited version populated not too long after, just for y'all to listen to. So, if you haven't already, please go over there. All that, follow, like, subscribe, and smack it. And just to let you know, I know who's not subscribing. So please, subscribe. Join me. Join the podcast. And you can also join this server that I'm in. It's called StellarSoft, the game development company where I am developing games right now. And this is where this podcast originates from. So you can join and have different discussions here, Q&A, and you can actually Q&A here in the stream or over there. So, nonetheless, so let's get started with talking about what has come out in the last week. We have a whole bunch of games that have come out within like a very short period of time, but nothing major. The biggest one of note would be probably Tomb Raider Remastered, Legend of Heroes, and along with that is, Slime Heroes, rugby. Who loves rugby? Who loves rugby? Who loves sports? But Civilization 7 is coming for pre-order right, you just like on the 11th, so you might as well go ahead and get that if you do love simulation games. But, all that stuff is already passed. Get it. Why aren't you getting it? Buy it. Why aren't you buying it? All right? All this stuff has already come out, but what's coming up next is actually more interesting. So we got a whole bunch of games. Godzilla Voxel Wars, really? But a lot of people are looking forward to RPG Maker and Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Those are really the ones that a lot of people have been viewing on trailers and looking out for all consoles. RPG Maker coming out on the PlayStation, coming up on the 21st. Sonic Racing is going to have a network test that's going to be on the 21st of February. So that is what a lot of people are looking towards right now. Immortal Hunters is another game that has been big hit on trailers. I would recommend to check that out. It has, a lot of these games have been going crazy. But if you like golf, you can get the PGA Tour 2K25 because you like NBA, you like football, you can go ahead and get that too. That's coming out on 21st of February. So, is this the game version of Weather? No, it is not. It's not the game. So we got a whole bunch of games that have been doing well in the trailer market. And so I'm going to highlight just a handful of those games that, have been really catching the eye of people right now, based on GameTrailers.com. Thank you all for that. Showing off that right now, Neon Inferno, which is gotten 15K views in just 8 days, which is pretty impressive considering the whole market. It has been coming up. You can get a demo to try that out. It is planned for 2025. It's kind of like if you were to play Contra, Streets of Rage kind of style, bullet hell gaming. It's a lot of fun. It's a cyberpunk style game with pixel graphics, single player, and it's got shared and split screen co-op. So it's a good game to look out for. Immortal Hunters with 31K views. It's like a beat 'em up RPG action. Early access right now for $19.99. It's a side-scrolling hack and slash. You know, you get to hunt demons, monsters, different weapons, level by level. Get armor, relics for combat. It has online co-op. And tomorrow, version 1.0 of Immortal Hunters is going to be released. So, might be a good time to go get into that game and actually play that out. Check out the trailer. Next up is Darklight Survivor. That one's an action roguelike single-player game. It has 77K views. It is looking really good as the trailer kind of get released. In 9 days, it's already been handling. It's a third-person or top-down survival with monsters, zombies. It has a lot of inspiration of all those like more top-down zombie games, but it kind of feels like a lot more actiony than that. Swords, guns, different types of weapons are accessible. You can fight on terrain just for survival. There's a game about digging a hole. Simply about digging a hole. 13,000 views in 9 days. You really if you have that itch for like digging in the holes and digging in the ground, yeah, for $4.99 you can get right now on Steam. It is out there. You can dig a hole. What do you mean? The best thing ever. You dig a hole. Why not? You want to dig a hole? You want to dig a hole? I want to dig a hole. So, after that was Doom Crawl for 73,000 views, 6 days. 6 days, 73,000 views. The trailer is just amazing. The demo is out now on Steam. It's an action adventure RPG shooter with a cartoonish style. You can fight on tanks. You can shoot everybody. You know, go check it out. Check out the trailer. Go check, watch this game come out. It's going to be insane. Delta Force is another game with 33K views. It's kind of reminiscent to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. The originals, not the new ones. And it's got that same cinematic style, but it's pretty much a FPS multiplayer shooter. So, if you like the old Call of Duty, I would look forward for that. Crystal of Atlan, that has got 22,000 views in the last 6 days, and it's kind of like Zenless Zone Zero, and also a bit of Genshin Impact mixed into the mix. It's a Magic Punk MMO action RPG, and they're having a network test for the game between February 18th and March 5th. So if you want another game to add to your endless grind of anime characters to fall in love with, this is probably gonna be another one that you're gonna want to check out. And then we get to one of the heavy hitters in the trailer market. He is coming. 202,000 views in 6 days. This game has been hitting the mark. It is a retro style turn-based strategy RPG, and it with its old style and kind of gimmicky gameplay, it looks awesome. It actually looks like a hell of a lot of fun. It's a big difference to a lot of the games that are coming out on the market, as in, indie games. So it's expected to release in 2025. The demo is out for play. Go check it out on Steam. So we get into the next set. City Tales Medieval Era. 20K views in 2 days, which is very impressive in a very short amount of time. This game is kind of like SimCity meets the medieval era. And with that, you got a demo available. You can kind of give it a good shot, good try. You can create and build your own kingdom, manage materials and supplies, have allies to help you out build the cities. It's kind of like SimCity, but medieval. What else can I say about it? Then there's Tides of Annihilation, a game that I did not even see coming to being like a standout. 18K views in 2 days. It is a single player action adventure hack and slash reminiscent to Devil May Cry, or if you ever played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, that it's a similar style. Mostly protagonists are female, so you're gonna get a lot of guys getting on this. So come on. But the animation, the artwork, and the style is to die for in a post-apocalyptic era with a bunch of zombies and a whole bunch of stuff that fight with knights, a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of like Elden Ring-esque, if that. And then we got Borderlands 4 official release date has come out from the state of play. 16K views in 3 days. It has got a release date of September 23rd, 2025. So if you're looking to get that game, it is coming soon. Get ready for it. Pre-order should be starting anytime now. And then there is Flesh Made Fear. A PS1, PS2 graphics era style, kind of like Resident Evil meets Silent Hill, with zombies, monsters, and even the Resident Evil style combat. If you wanted to go back into that era and feel what it was to get that nostalgia horror and like pretty much grind-biting horrors from zombies that you used to get from Resident Evil and Silent Hill, yes, that is the style that they were going for, and it's awesome. 19K views in 4 days. It is out there. It is to be announced, so keep an eye out for it. So, with all that said, that is all the updates and things that are coming out and going by. So now, we start the next part of the podcast, where we get to chat with everybody, a whole bunch of co-hosts, and every once in a while we'll have a guest that actually joins in and, shoot what's going on in the drama sphere of gaming. So, start here. Hold on. Everybody's muted. Everybody can hear me. Can you hear me? I gotta flip the script. And this thing is horribly set up. Alright. And Master's still not here, is he? He's still not here! Alright, fine. Ruin it. Horrible. He's like, I can do it. Can I get mad, Pat? You know what? If you want me to try and get mad, Pat, no. I just come out of nowhere and get. Just talk about FNAF lore. Are you kidding? Oh. So we got a whole bunch of topics to talk about. Me try to find my here, so I'm not like, what the hell am I looking at? So, really, it's not a thought that's ever crossed your mind. Why? Like, come on, man. You get to meet Matt Pat. Everybody wants. You're like, I don't want to. Well, what are we gonna ask Matt Pat if he were to join in? This is a good topic. Let's go with it. What are we gonna ask Matt Pat if he were to join? So, just a heads up, everybody, to introduce everybody here. I, again, am Soul. To my right on the screen is Conductor Fishy. Just below me is Splatdragon, and we were supposed to have Master or somebody, but, they're dead. So, we start with a 3-host. But, Mad Pat, why? When? How? They cannot hear you guys? They can't hear you all? Come on, say something! I just added it! I love technical issues. You see flashing? Let me fix it. Give me a minute. Give me. Now I gotta look for it like on. Yeah, I just had it. Oh, it's muted. All right, so let's start over. You said, okay. So, can you get MatPat? Let's have that discussion. Let's actually start that as a good starter topic.
Right.
All right. So, if we could, what the hell are we going to ask him? What would we ask him? Huh?
Does he regret his career?
No. What?
I don't think no. I highly doubt he would regret his career.
Why would? Why? Like,
I don't know. I guess a decent one to ask would be like, were there any theories that he wanted to do but he never got to?
Would you ask him what he would do behind the scenes when he was like doing the things for Mark?
That too. That would also be interesting.
Because he also guessed in those, right? He was in like the first in Mark in Space, right? And he was also in he's probably in everything that he does, like all the Who Killed Markiplier. It'd also
be interesting to ask him about the experiences he had with the FNAF movie.
With as many times that he has like done, you know, the whole game theory for FNAF. Like, has FNAF like actually just contacted him and tried to disprove or prove what his stuff?
Oh yeah.
I feel like that wouldn't really make sense.
Well, you do. Hey, if you're gonna tell a lie, you know, they're gonna probably try to set the record straight at some point, or even give like little Twitter hints.
Well, yeah, I'm sure like there's been instances where he's been confirmed or denied, but I feel like that's usually just like from the games themselves or from like the books they release.
But that's just a theory, anyway.
A game theory. Ask him if he could possibly be a character in a Fang movie too.
Fang movie.
MatPat, why isn't FNAF answering
You're scaring us.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with that. Yeah. All right. So first topic on the plate. I don't know if anybody really gets into Metal Gear Solid, but they are remastering Metal Gear Solid Snake.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the Snake games, so
you don't know much about Snake Eater?
No,
like
I don't
what?
know
The only one that everybody only knows is Revengeance or Phantom Pain.
I think, yeah, probably. At least that's the most common one, I would say.
Come on, it was like Snake Eater was one of the most epic. Come on, it shows my age. Terrible. Come on, no idea. Would you even want to play it? Have you seen the trailers at all?
I have not. I can look right now if you want me to.
Yeah, go look at it. Go look at it. So the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, that coming out, like I've looked at the trailer, it plays exactly the same. They upped the combat system to kind of be more of the more current Metal Gear Solids. But yeah, with this new high fidelity, of course they're going to remaster. They're going to go ahead and they're going to give us more teasers and kind of stuff.
So it's Delta Snake Eater, right?
They say Delta Snake. Yeah, it's because it's a remaster. They're kind of also they don't have the man at the helm that they need, so they're trying to be careful. But yeah, they don't have. Did Kojima join them back on that? I don't remember if Kojima joined them back. I don't know if it said that Kojima's in it, but Pat's scaring all the people who have little lore in their games. Tell that to Iron Lung. Didn't he do I swear, didn't they do one on Iron Lung? For
When are they gonna make the sequel? Brass Stomach.
Oh, that's ridiculous. No. See the trailer? You're enjoying the trailer?
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer right now.
Watch it explode on his. Somebody can always straight up hate. Eh, he's not involved with anything Metal Gear. Oh wow. So, that's kind of harsh. Like it's kind of sad. Hey, can I just do this? Wait, how does that thing work? Make this thing. How do we make this?
What you doing?
I'm trying something. Trying something new that I don't know if it works or not.
Dang, this game's got everything.
It's got everything. So it's got the sneaking, the shooting, the blasting, the stealth,
Tell me.
the killing the old man by not doing anything for like an hour straight.
I was gonna say they got the hot guy that goes shirtless and the hot woman.
What?
You mean
What?
Raiden and Meryl?
What? What is he talking?
He's talking about Raiden, I bet, and Meryl. That's like the only only
Oh, what?
it's like the only two characters. Wasn't Raiden like naked in one full scene in Metal Gear Snake Eater? I can't remember.
I don't know. On the
Hey.
trailer, I just see there's a guy shirtless that's got some blood on his chest.
Hey,
so-
Fishy, send it
What?
to me.
It's like, send it to me. I want it now.
Look
I
it
just
up.
want to. Research purposes, man.
Research purposes.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
right,
swear.
right, huh?
I mean,
Yeah.
wait. What?
He's referring to Johnny.
I swear. I mean,
Like
I've
I said, I don't know
seen
much about the
Research
the
purposes. Huh?
game series.
Research.
have you seen that cake? That's hilarious.
Of course,
Yes,
I have
research.
memorized the lyrics to.
Kumbaya.
it?
I'm kidding.
He's referring to Johnny. Have you seen?
Senator
He's referring to Johnny.
Armstrong
Have you seen
theme song.
it? No, I have not seen. Not since PS2 era.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Funny enough, I went to a little swap meet today, and I saw like this
How many
one stand with like
polygons did Johnny's
so
ass
many
have?
so many what's it called
Naked men.
consoles. It had like I wish, but anyway, there was like PS1s, PS2s, PS3s. There was like the original Nintendo DS, 3DS, 2DS, bro.
Oh,
It was the jackpot. There was
you
even
went-
the Guitar Hero little.
You went to
little,
a flea market?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, because like all the flea markets here in the U.S. are kind of empty right now.
Well, ours was
ever
pretty,
since
actually pretty good.
ever since the drama that is Donald Trump. He's like, ICE activated, and everybody's scattered, and I'm like, dude, can't even go find cool stuff at a flea market now. So sad right now. But what do you think, Fishy? What do you think of Metal Gear Snake Eater?
I don't know. From what I can tell, it didn't really show much of the.
Yeah, it does.
Gameplay,
It just
and I can already assume what the gameplay is.
yeah. It just
But-
think Phantom Pain. Like if you've seen Phantom Pain, it's gonna have.
I have not.
Come on, what Metal Gear have you played? Have you played any?
None. I've not played any.
Play
of,
something.
I've never
Alright,
played any of the games.
All right, we gotta make a bet. The Fishy plays Metal Gear Phantom Pain.
What?
I already have so many games I need to play, dude.
Okay, this would have been a great
I don't have a
question,
list.
a great topic for Gray, since he's not here.
Oh yeah.
But Sega pushing back with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. That has come out. It's pretty much Sega Mario Kart. That is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So it's Sega's answer back to Mario Kart. Which it looks pretty nice. It actually, the graphics look good. I don't know, based on the trailer that has come out, it has been like like it's all just the trailer animations, right? So I can't see the game per se, but they have a network test happening on the 21st, so everybody gets to play it, you know, like the demo of it, kind of like every other game, and play a multiplayer of it. So at least, you know, they get to see something, right? They get to at least experience it. So what's your thoughts on Sega doing this?
I mean, it's not the first.
Well, we had Sega R Racing, right? Sega Racing. We had
Exactly, that's
Sonic
not the
Riders.
first.
We had Sonic Riders. And Sega like Sonic R was trash. Sonic Riders was what?
Blaze Forever stuck in my
It's
party game
mid
purgatory.
to okay. So
It is?
yeah, like it's not the best game ever. It's not the worst game ever.
Mm.
Um, it's Sega when they were in their their dark days. So what you have to like give them some credit, you know. So
You know what? Fair enough.
like so what do you think? Do you think that with all like everything they've been doing good with Sonic and Shadow and Knuckles and Tails and all that, do you think that it actually is going to be a good, enjoyable racing game?
Honestly, I haven't paid attention to anything that happened in Sega in like the past few years,
Why
so I
not? There's
honestly
3 movies of Sonic. Have you watched the
okay.
Sonic movies?
Other than the Sonic movies, anything that other than that,
Oh my god.
I
Fair
have
enough.
not paid attention to.
How about you, Fishy?
I mean, I think I remember playing a Sonic racing game a long time ago, but overall, the last time I've played like a Mario Kart game or anything similar was DS and Wii. I played
Mm.
those two specifically. So I've not really seen much of what's recent, really.
So, but based on
And
like them trying so hard, like, have you seen the movies at all? Like,
I've seen the show and the first two movies, or
the two
three.
new,
Yeah,
because there's 3 now with um
maybe I should watch the second and
with
third one
Shadow.
with
Yeah,
my
I have not
husband.
seen
you
the
haven't seen the
movie
Shadow
starring
one.
Shadow.
Um, but based
Mm.
on how well they're doing with that, do you think that they'll pull it out of the hat and be able to keep it up with a game, like a game
You
that's
know, I honestly hope so because I really do like the Sonic series.
yeah, like me too, and I know that it's not typical Sonic. It's not Sonic Frontiers, obviously. It's their answer to Mario Kart. That's all I can see. That's what I see when they do that thing. And I sit here, I'm going like this in my head, and I'm like, dude, he can run faster than the cars. Why does he need the car? That's the only thing I'm thinking of half the time when the racing games, right? So I kind of hope. I hope.
You know, that's probably also a valid thing to like say for Sonic Riders, because I don't know what's the real point in riding a surfboard or sorry, a hoverboard when you can just run really fast.
I know, right?
I
That's
don't know.
what
Game logic
I'm.
is stupid.
I don't understand. Like, it's just like he can run faster than the car. Why does he need the car? Like,
Or sometimes it's also like the lore logic as well.
Like even in like just generally. Actually,
Yeah.
no. No, never mind. Tails, it makes sense because the point of his plane is for like I would guess long distances and also for other people to join. But yeah, no. Considering Sonic's car in the racing games is a one-seater, there's not really a point to it.
so I'm like, why?
I think Tails' plane is too, but it doesn't matter.
So, what's your bet that it's actually gonna be a good game?
Ah,
I think it'll be an okay game, but it won't sell out, you know?
That's what I'm thinking
I
too. It's gonna try, and then it's just gonna be, you know, meh.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna live up to either 30% or up to like 70% of what we're hoping.
I say 40.
40%.
I do hope it is good though.
Maybe
We
even
need
45.
plenty of more good games.
Trying to get this thing to work. Hold on. I'm actually
Gray's
surprised.
mentioned it before.
Grace mentioned it before. Sonic likes take the scenes and slow down his. Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
lore is so dumb.
like Sonic is the car. Yeah, he's the car. So what? You know, like I don't understand. You know, I don't get it. Why? Like I don't understand.
Well, like that still doesn't really make sense because I mean, like, unless the point is that he doesn't want to be on his feet all the time, but even then, it doesn't really make sense because he can just walk slower or run slower. Like, it's not a difficult thing to do.
And no. I just feel sad for it. I don't know. I don't know.
My head hurty.
Huh? Your head hurts.
My head hurty. Man.
All right, so Overwatch 2 brings
Oh my
back
god.
microtransactions.
Ah! Desperate attempt! Desperate attempt! Because of my rival. I call it. It's a desperate attempt. Come on.
I call.
Isn't that gonna kill the game more because of Marvel
Yes. Have you?
Yes.
Okay.
The player count
Actually,
has
no, because
gotten
Marvel
down
Rivals
since they
does
released.
have microtransactions. So I don't know. Is it
Just
like
play the
trying
game.
to
Okay, look.
shove
All right, so let's
shove
get
it into the player's
let's
face?
get caught up on the lore that is Overwatch. Overwatch originally had microtransactions in their first game, and when they released the second, they decided to not opt in for that, telling everybody that we're not going to do that. So, Blizzard taking a W and actually telling the people, "Hey, we're just going to make content and make content as it is." The game already was kind of hitting the wall due to the fact that other games had been coming out, Marvel Rivals being one of them, not the only one, but like Smash like versions of the game, or open battle games like that were like Overwatch but better at it. So
Rivals is peak.
when the market started to go a full upturn for Marvel Rivals and stagnate a little for Overwatch too, we start to hear that, oh no, we're sort of bringing microtransactions back. You can get like things. They even like on the trailer, like say microtransactions back or something to that effect. Like they're back, like it's a big feature.
Blizzard, you brought this upon yourself.
Look, Blizzard
They
has
did,
been
because if they promised it, then they're going back on their word,
No,
and that's just bad for
God.
the reputation.
they have been taking so many L's. Blizzard has, right now they've been taking L's for World of Warcraft. They've been taking L's for some of their other development cycles and how they've been doing things internally. And then you got Overwatch, which is just another punch in the gut. It's just like I don't even know how the company holds together. I don't get it. I don't understand how they are still a company. It's like when Bethesda, did all their shady stuff and made a really crummy game on day one, and everybody just, I like, how did that not destroy you? You got everybody just looking at you and laughing at you. Have you seen the new characters they were bringing to Overwatch?
No. You know what? I'll look at it now.
Yeah,
I guess we can take a look.
Yeah, you go take a look. Go watch that trailer. Watch that trailer.
Overwatch 2.
I was like, Overwatch bringing back skill trees after they confirmed they
Uh,
wouldn't initiate with them is such a desperate. Yeah, and they brought back
Freya and
skill
Aqua?
trees. And they brought back
What are these
all these
names?
things that had make no sense and no care at all to the gaming community. I don't get it. I really don't understand. I've been watching it myself. I've been waiting to talk about this.
The season 15 Honor and Glory.
I think that's what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah, it says like 4 days ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right because it's within the week.
The land of Denmark. No way.
The land of Denmark.
Competitive rank reset.
You just speak the truth of the trolling that you must give them.
Galactic weapons. Oh my lord.
While you do that, I'll figure out how to make this thing work.
What? Why? Why is there? Wait.
Yes, because
Smokey,
those are definitely rapid fire.
Smokey, you said that they brought back skill trees too? What?
Yeah, they brought back skill trees.
Upgrade your playstyle? What did you do? What did you do with Hanzo? What did you do? Please.
I will never forgive what they did to my boy Hazard. They made him look like a 14-year-old girl
a dash?
whose mind is rotted by Yaoi Comics' first emo attempt at that kind of punk top
Mythic
character.
Zenyatta,
Okay,
of course.
even Battlefront 2 was better than Overwatch trailer, and he is not lying. The views support it. I have been watching it on game trailers. I've been watching it on other channels where they do it. I've been watching official trailers from Blizzard and for Battlefield, like Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, and yeah, the views speak for themselves. The like to dislike ratio speaks for them. So
such a load of bull.
it's only for 5v5. So.
And how long has Overwatch 2 been out for? What, like 3 years?
Oh, dude, I feel like Blizzard, you screwed up. It's over, dude. Burn it at the stake. You know, just Overwatch is done. You're just plus the microtransactions. I'm sorry. Nah, you're doing.
I don't know why they made a second
Look,
one. Like
you're pulling an EA. You know, you're not as good. You're not as good as them. I'm sorry to tell you. And even they're bad at it. So that's saying
October 2022. That's what they released. Wow. 3 years.
We've been here 3 years, and they haven't learned anything.
What are those characters, dude? Okay, so
Rise of Ultron was better.
They're adding a waterbender, theoretically.
Yes.
Okay, wait,
and
I haven't.
The one that they like 4 days ago revealed, Freya, I think it was.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me like Widowmaker vibes, but like also just really, really bad. Because okay, so basically all it is you have oh wait, no, it's Hawkeye. That's what it is. They're ripping off Hawkeye. That's what it is. And then they just gave her bad movement. That dash is nothing.
Freya doesn't play by the rule. Yeah, we know. None of them do.
Legend of Korra was better.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's
Legend
valid.
of Korra was better.
Okay. The whole anime. Yeah, I'd give you that.
It was mid, but even that's better than this.
Rather live in North Korea, they get Overwatched.
Hanzo already exists. Why are they adding a worse Hawkeye? it's supposed to... No. It's not a bow. It's a crossbow.
It's a crossbow. Yeah.
It's a crossbow.
Get it right. Even though with a regular bow you can hit harder.
It's a rapid fire crossbow.
There is no rapid fire
crossbow. It's supposed to be rapid fire.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Okay, hold on, wait. But
why?
Hero 44, hear me out.
That's literally Van Helsing. Good job. I appreciate it.
Hero 44, hear me out, okay? He's kind of hot, not gonna
lie. Look.
Like the design was okay, but there's no substance to it. There's nothing. It is really empty.
Chinese water wielder is a crazy.
We looked at all the I looked over that whole trailer, and it's just like it's a joke after joke after joke. It's pain. it is pain, and it keeps being more painful the more you watch it, and then by the end you're like, please burn me. Like,
and the nerve to add their stupid little what's it called, logo, and the epic music at the end. Nothing was epic in the beginning.
No, it was all epic. It was all epic. That you got it.
True genius activity.
So, will we call this a Blizzard L? Like,
yes. Severe L.
All right, F in the chat. L in the chat for Blizzard.
We are not paying our respects to Overwatch.
L in the chat for Blizzard.
They
please.
did it to
L in the
themselves.
chat for Blizzard.
Oh yes.
L in the chat for Blizzard, please. God.
Krill issue on their part.
Krill issue.
Yeah, they are like, bro. It's getting so. Why are they so?
They don't
bland.
L in the chat. L in the chat.
It's just thing after thing.
And then Freya,
them.
they just stole a mythology.
I'm telling you, it's just pain.
Also,
right?
Aqua. It sounds like okay. Maybe I won't say that. Never mind. I was gonna say something about gender.
We have to be PG. We have to be PG.
No, it was something about gender. It wasn't,
it's about gender. Well, you gotta be careful about that.
I know that. But seriously, Aqua, really? God. Think of a better name, please. Please. Just anything other than that, please.
Aquafina?
Waterfall. Fina.
Well, look.
Girl.
I mean, they could just call him Water.
Like
water. Puddle.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Puddle.
We're renaming him to Puddle.
His name is Puddle.
That's a great name.
That's great.
It might actually portray the exact amount of power he has.
So, let's sit here. Okay, it's been out for 3 years. Overwatch 2, right? It's been out just under 3 years. So,
wait.
Yeah,
did
you
it
said
say it was a support or a DPS?
So yeah, he's Chinese.
Chinese? What is your all's prediction that Overwatch 2 will finally burn and die?
If it hasn't already,
I would say 5 years.
Then
I would say that it would tank completely in like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, believe it or not, I would say 2 or 3 more years, because like they're still gonna try to live it out, but eventually they'll realize it's not working out.
I feel like it's already set in stone that it's.
Gray told me he's getting the game again. Why? Why get the game when it's get Marvel Rivals?
Exactly.
Why would you go? It's like, all right, hey, would you want to play? What was the game that was the rival for Splatoon? I can't.
There were 2. It was
the bubble one. The
Ninjala.
The bubble one and the
no, but what was it called?
And the
it was called
Soap something.
Foam Stars. Would you want to get Foam Stars or Splatoon? Like,
no, you want Splatoon.
Exactly. So would you want Overwatch 2 or Marvel Rivals?
Marvel Rivals.
Exactly.
Because even Marvel itself has a bigger name than Overwatch.
Literally the only thing
it's only been out like 6 months?
You could really have an issue with for Marvel Rivals is that like 80% of the roster is DPS. So
and competitive isn't crossplay. Please make comp crossplay, please.
Wait. So how long has Marvel Rivals been out? Like, what's the start date for Marvel Rivals?
Literally, like 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not long.
You're asking for something that they probably already know, and they're gonna roll out. So
yeah,
they already see the competitor, and they're like, "We're beating you, and we're not trying yet." So when we do try, you're gonna go down to like 10 players collectively on.
Just like wait a year or two, and
just wait till the end of this year. And then go with it, because until then, right now Marvel Rivals already winning, and they're not even trying hard. Mm-hmm. So
I haven't played that game in a while.
And the question is, will they have staying power? Like, just because they are what they are doesn't necessarily mean they have staying power either. Like, people do get tired, of a game eventually. But if it keeps its staying power and keeps building upon what it's building, there's no reason why it shouldn't be like the hit game of the year. So, at least when it comes to that kind of style of combat,
I mean, literally, their first season, they're adding 4 heroes over like 2
Oh.
different sets of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the Incredible Four, which I don't even know when the last time Marvel has done anything with the Incredible Four.
MHA finale was better. What are you talking about?
The Incredible or Fantastic?
You're talking about My Hero Academia's finale anime season better than Overwatch. That's like the bar is too far apart to just to say that.
I stopped watching anything about My Hero ever since like I finished season 2. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch the
Why?
rest of this. I'm
Okay,
tired.
why not?
I just don't.
You're in pain.
Oh,
I feel like
no.
Overwatch 2 has really just been dead since
It's
they
also the
decided
community.
to replace Overwatch with Overwatch 2.
It was
and
dead.
not give
Oh,
It was
yeah.
players
dead
a
on
choice in
arrival.
that.
It was just dead on arrival. It's like, here's the new game. Blah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Here's a new game. It's better because we put a number next to it.
You know
Yeah,
what's
we,
you know
we
know
put
what's
we put the letter 2.
you know what's really
It's
sad?
totally not like the
Go
same
with-
thing as
okay.
last time, but refixed.
Go with this really sad. You know, a lot of you have talked about Overwatch, right? And we don't really say Overwatch 2 and all that. Until about a month ago, I didn't know there was an Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's how bad it's doing. And then I was like, wait, this is a sequel to Overwatch? And I'm like, huh. And I'm like, I know like people have mentioned there was a new game of something like a long time, but I didn't really put it's gotten that little publicity that I have forgotten it existed. Because it's not like every other day I hear of Marvel Rivals. Every other day. So, yeah, that's kind of sad. Alright. So, next topic Assassin's Creed Shadows. Who has seen that? I have seen the tragedy.
I have not seen the trailer for it, but I do actually have some background information on
I have watched
game.
all of it. I have watched all of it. I'm caught up. So they're gonna use, like, a part of Japan, Korea, Asia, mix it all together. Sakura trees are everywhere. Everything looks Japanese. Kind of, dude. The culture support is so poor with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, have you seen the combat? You get to play two characters, a samurai, and let me put air quotes so you can't see the air quotes. With the air quotes, samurai. You play as a samurai, which they changed, and now he's just a warrior because they realized they messed up there. Or you play as like a ninja or assassin type character. So you got this big, this big guy who's not typical for Japan as a samurai. And you got this small girl as a ninja that can't tank or kill anybody really. And that's your combat mechanics. No. Terrible. Terrible. You can actually kill people at level 1. Like you can kill level 1 people at whatever level you're at, even civilians too. That's how bad the game. What's your thoughts on it, huh? Everybody die. Y'all die, wake up. No, they all died.
I said I was out.
Why are you out? Why are you out? Go watch it.
Because I don't know.
Fish, you watching it? Fishy, are you watching it?
Yeah, I am.
Are you? Okay.
Watch it. But yeah, it's just.
Make sense.
Do you even like Assassin's Creed? Splatdragon?
I haven't even.
Have you
I
never?
haven't even looked at anything about it. No,
You
no, I have not.
You never played an
No.
Assassin's Creed.
No,
No, come
because
on.
until I've ever used Discord ever, which was like 5 4-ish years ago. I've never known anything other than YouTube Minecraft videos because I
Oh
was
my
stuck on my
god.
tablet.
Why don't you like what, so you only like, oh, I'm a Minecraft boy.
Yeah, so essentially like brain rot, but like um many years ago.
So how do you know Overwatch then?
Because I found out about it in 2023 when it like the actual game, and then I found out there was a sequel on the same day. Yeah.
Fishy, what do you see? What experience have you gotten from the trailer yet?
What?
Are you seeing pain? Are you seeing pain?
Why does a random girl become a ninja? And why on earth does this random girl form a bond of some sort with a samurai guy who raised her village?
And he's not a samurai. Get it right. He's a warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't call him a samurai
Back when it was
Why?
actually good.
because it
Yeah.
was culturally
I
insensitive and was incorrect the way they did it.
Oh,
I watched a lot of Overwatch 1 gameplay,
Have you ever been
and
to
it
Japan?
looked very interesting.
Has either of you ever been to Japan?
No.
I have not, no.
Okay, let's say you had a very special kind of tree, and that tree existed somewhere, right? Would you assume that the
Mhm.
tree exists everywhere?
No?
No.
Then look at, you gotta look at the game. Then there's sakura trees everywhere,
Okay.
everywhere, everywhere you look. There's pink leaves flying. It's like sakura trees were in Japan. We got it. They're everywhere,
We
right?
have normal trees too, you know.
They barely. There's so many
I think
sakura trees.
I think my husband's mad at me.
Oh
I mean,
no.
they do have other trees.
They do have other trees, but they have a lot of sakura trees.
I feel like that's more so just like a gameplay sort of thing,
Yeah, I think they're just
or
like
like a game dev sort of thing, because like they only have
yeah,
so many
no, that's why
different
I'm making
assets
fun of
of
it because they
trees.
just slapped in a whole bunch of trees and they didn't really realize that it doesn't look right to have so many of something. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, even the combat's funky. It's like you could, dude. Some of the people's T pose when you smack them over the head.
What?
They get locked in like a
What?
T pose form. They don't move anymore. They just get stuck. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. And then on top of that, like some of your attacks for the samurai, right? The warrior, you'd hit them,
Hmm.
you could smack their head right off, and it just looks so disjointed to see a body T pose and then collapse after its head comes off. And it's just, and then it's even funnier. Like you play through the game and you realize you can kill civilians. They're actually categorized with low levels. Like, oh yeah, level 1 civilian, and smack, you could crush them out of existence. I don't even know what the limitation on all that is, but it's just gets worse and worse.
I think you might have been able to do that in previous games. I'm not certain.
No, it wasn't. I played Assassin's Creeds before. That must have started with the most recent games, but nah, I remember playing, Black Flag and and on like the earlier ones. And yeah, no, you couldn't attack civilians. You could only attack people that aggroed to you or were enemies, right? You couldn't just kill people.
No, I remember one of the earlier games. You couldn't kill civilians, but you could like attack them and sort of like kidnap them or whatever.
Yeah, you could mess with them. Nah, this game lets you kill
Yeah.
them, lets you like straight up murder them, even at a deficit level. It's just like it's terrible. And then I don't understand, like, he's such a big hulking character. Why would he be a samurai? They're No. I feel bad.
Also, in the trailer, they have guns. What?
Yeah, it's in like that era where there was some guns. They should be like flintlock stuff like.
Yeah, it didn't look
Yeah.
like they were. It was like muskets. It looked like.
Yeah, muskets
Yeah,
and
muskets.
flintlock pistols. Yeah, there's some. The Japanese did have some. It was around the era of that when guns were starting to come.
Europeans.
Yeah, when they were buying guns and realized that there was some defeat. That was when the era of the samurai was starting to. So they did sort of get stuff right, but it's like, what? I'm just watching like a very horrible rendering of Rooney Kenshin. I feel like it's terrible. Like, oh, we can do Japanese, we can do Asia, we got it. All right, so what you think, Fishy? What does it look like? Does it look like pain?
I don't know. There was no gameplay that was shown.
Oh, you didn't get to watch
As
like
far as I could tell, though, the story doesn't make sense either. So
Good to know. Well, that was the alpha, beta, whatever release, so whatever. That is the one that's right before release, and they got like a very little amount of time to release that. That's what it's more or less gonna look like. They're like hobbling and rushing right now to try to fix the game before release. So I think it's just gonna end up like another terrible Bethesda project or projects.
yay! Devs love crunching.
Let's work for 80 hours to make sure that the public hates us.
Yay!
I feel bad. I feel bad for the developers. I mean, it's not their fault. It's just like
It's not.
it's the bad writing and the bad producers and stuff like that. Not they should have known. You know what I mean? They should have done a few more trials before like getting to the point where they said, "Oh, we're ready to release." You know, it was like, "Ah, let's do an alpha and see what everybody thinks about the story." You know. All right, so next thing in line is Disney Plus. They had Disney Plus Basic and Premium, and Disney Basic allows ads. Disney Premium did not have ads until recently, and they had now for $15.99 monthly, $159 annually. They will include ads for promos for Disney Plus programs, and limited live programs may include ads.
Stupid.
Who has Disney Plus? Because I don't.
I haven't in like a year.
Oh man. So another look. It's like having YouTube Premium and say, dude, we're gonna pop in some ads about YouTube. And telling you to go buy our stuff in YouTube, and go buy YouTube Music, and go buy our other stuff for Google. And
Their annual fee only saves you $32. What the fuck?
Crazy.
Bleep.
And how much is it? Wait.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'll bleep.
How much is it though?
There was a righteous time to say it. I will allow.
Why?
What is the base price for the premium?
I think it's like $9.99. $9.99 for basic.
What?
You pay $6 more for a month of premium.
So you buy basic, which gives you it gives you their package. It's the base package, right? It's like buying YouTube Premium. And you still get ads, but you get like the ads are slightly suppressed at all, but you're gonna get ads, so just go with that. And then you get like a few perks and benefits, and then you can add on other prices to add on channels or specific things, right? Kind of like a cable package if you've ever had cable before. Then you have premium. And premium for $15.99 supposed to get rid of the ads, and then you get all the nice, nifty little features that come with premium. That you get like specific things and like add-ons and integrations and sort of that such. But now on their bill sheet, they have 3 asterisks on there, and it now says under those 3 asterisks that they have promos for Disney Plus programs, and limited live programs may include ads. So like, if okay, so you have a promo for like some Disney Plus deal or ad, pop into your stuff. And then whenever they do like live programs, like anything that's like live broadcast, that stuff has ads.
So then just don't watch live.
That's what a lot of people use it for. They watch live programs like sports and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You say like there's sports and other things that go along with Disney Plus. There's live programs like, cast like news and stuff like that, and sports stuff and other things that are live broadcasts that people love to enjoy that now will have ads interrupted randomly. I think Disney is just, we want more money. We know you like our stuff. Can we have more money? Let me go buy this other.
The big issue with all of this, though, is because with these sort of subscription agreements where they're changing the policies, they're breaking the agreements of everyone who has paid for premium previously.
So yeah, okay. So on that caveat, if they change in their terms of service, I went to go read it, that they don't affect the people that are currently under yearly contract. So if you're under a yearly contract, right, you paid the $159.99. For the whole year, you get to keep the way it was. But then when that year is up and you renew, now you deal with the new contract. And the same goes for monthly. Like till the end of the month, your old contract, and then when they flip you, you're on new contract.
When did this contract change even happen?
Like if not like end of last week, beginning of this week.
Bruh.
That's why it's a topic. It's the entertainment industry. It has to do with a bit of gaming and anime and stuff. So it touches everybody out here.
God.
Oh god. Who doesn't have Disney Plus now?
Me.
I don't even know what we have. I think we have Netflix and maybe some other streaming services.
And even
like
that recently, didn't they just up the price for Netflix?
What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, it was a while ago. It was like maybe 4 or 5 months.
Oh yeah.
They upped the price for Netflix. And then they added security to prevent people from being able to sync accounts, share accounts on the distance.
Yeah, late, huh? Late.
Yeah, you're super.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're late by, like about an hour, Master.
Take your stuff off silent, buddy. Please.
I got caught up. No, you're done. You're done. No.
No.
You're gonna
buddy.
You're gonna have to do next week. Oh no, wait. That'll be Gray and Bryce. What happened? He got like 100 pings. But nonetheless, all right.
You have fun
Pretty
playing
sure
Call of Duty?
I've already given you the 30 seconds that you asked for previously, Master. Come on.
1 second.
Yeah, you have fun playing Call of Duty? Yeah? Mm.
Was it a fun game? Was it a fun game?
He's still playing it.
Hey, maybe he'll come in and talk. You want to come in now? Come on. Get in here.
Join.
Come on, get in here. Join the podcast. Come on.
You said 1 second.
Get here, loser.
He's loading up.
What's wrong with you? Like,
I'm on spicy chat. I'm getting
there he is. Alright, now we have to kill.
I got it. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Cool.
So, welcome To the
Good
Life is
podcast.
life.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Life is lifing.
What? What? You knew.
Oh,
You
life
might as
is
well
life,
leave your
eh?
mic
You
on.
might as well leave it on. But you knew what time the podcast was.
Well, apparently he forgot.
Yeah, he forgot.
I got a little caught up.
You got a little
Mhm.
cod. You got a little cod on you. All
Yeah, you got a little cod up.
right.
God.
Come on, Master. You got a topic to throw at us. Now because you're late. You got to throw us a topic. That's the price you pay.
Oh,
Come on. Something in the gaming sphere. What has happened that you're like, oh my god, in the gaming sphere?
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, that's
The
right.
open beta.
Yeah, open beta is coming out. Yeah, I saw that. It didn't get a lot of views. So it would have been one of the trailers that was going to be on the beginning of the podcast, but it didn't get enough views. I think it got like 13,000 views. It was a little lower than everything else I listed.
I never played Monster Hunter, so
So I played it. The open beta is okay. It's just that it's not like it's not like as regular as a regular Monster Hunter open beta is. Like it'll throw you in there, and then like after that, you're just done. You're just open world. Nothing else.
Oh, so instead of like going to different places on like missions, it instead is open world?
It's open world, and you just have to kill a monster. Like that's your first mission. That's it, and then it'll throw you into online.
Oh, so it's like a tutorial to get you used to things, and then it'll throw you to the online world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder why that sounds so familiar.
That sounds like-
Epic nudge nudge, dauntless nudge nudge.
Yeah,
which-
everybody does that because it's a good way to like introduce players to the game. So you don't just like, oh well, here you go, and then something attacks you and kills you like in 2 seconds. So they get you familiar with the basic systems, and then what your task, a significant task would be, and then get you used to like how everything's laid out button wise and command wise and so on. And then once you
Was
beat,
Monster Hunter
say
PvP
something.
enabled?
No one
I don't think it is. Because it's supposed to be a co-op game.
yeah,
Monster Hunter?
yeah, I think it's like
Yeah.
online co-op.
Yeah, it's online co-op or single
It's not.
player
It's
co-op.
not. Yeah, it's not like in the beginning because you're just portal. So it's like the
It's
beta.
more after.
Yeah, and I imagine the beta kind of like handholds you a little bit. Just because
Yeah.
they're trying to show off the game and they don't want to show off all the 1 million bugs that are in it when you turn on co-op. So, usually the co-op online features like are the last thing they work on. But yeah, I saw that it's funny. It just didn't get as many reviews. I've been watching. I've seen like people play the beta. I've seen like them going at it and like watching the animations of different characters because they were kind of curious. Like, do they follow through? Because you know how those I forgot what those cats are called.
Calicos?
Yeah, the
Calicos?
the calicos. They usually have like animations where they're doing something, and they'll go through a full string of animation, like as if they're like real people, right? Going through their tasks, and people were just interested in seeing how fluid and how like in depth those animations were made, and they were like a lot of people just sitting there watching just all the artwork and all the game design of that. Other people like they went straight into combat and they're like, oh my god. But yeah, it just didn't get as much support like on some of the trailers. I looked at Monster Hunter for all the trailers and they're not most of the websites are not above 20,000 views. Like it's not pushing. And I don't know why.
I think another thing, like the combat in the game is like not very great.
Maybe
Like-
Or is it just like not similar to what the Monster Hunter series is known for?
Yeah, it's more of like on PlayStation you gotta click like R2 and then like keep clicking R2 and then like triangle and square. And then triangle
you're talking
plus
about quick
square.
times.
Not really quick times, it's like the
No,
skills. Yeah, like the
Uh,
combos.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
It
And then like
maybe
regular
It's like playing a
attacks.
fighting game instead. No,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
isn't that like how it has been though? At least
no,
for
Yeah.
it's been
some of the more
different than
recent
that.
games.
maybe
The heavier attacks were like RB and all that.
maybe it's just more bare bones than what it was. Like maybe it's just like maybe they haven't like done all that just because it's just a beta. They're just trying
Yeah, I was
to
gonna say,
they're
like,
trying to concept proof everything and make sure everything, and then they'll start
yeah.
laying down all the, like, I imagine you can't build your characters up too much in the beta. So like
Yeah, you
you only
can.
go so far, so like you're not going to get to see the more eccentric or more combo based abilities until, later in the game, because they're not going to just like allow you to do everything in the first 20 seconds. Like, you know.
They did kind of throw you in with the weapons. I think there's like 2 new weapons. I think like I think something like a bug catcher or something like that.
What?
I don't remember what it's called.
Etcher.
Yeah.
Swatter. Uh,
All
Swatter, I imagine.
right, so since you're super late, I guess we're gonna throw out like a few of the topics we're gonna hash just fast. We're gonna rehash and get Matt.
Crossroads.
What do you yeah, Crossroads from Sonic.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
Um,
Ow.
I
No, he said
like it. I think it's a good addition that they're adding the Sonic Riders portion of it now and bringing a lot of things back. And now that there's more things to it, and then the trick system is like Sonic Riders more.
So
I like it.
they're bringing
I think
like
that this will be a good
the
one.
more of the essence of Sonic Riders into it.
Kinda, sorta, yeah. I think that's what it feels like, yeah. At least from looking at the trailers.
Well, that they're doing the network test, right? There's
Yeah,
the
I signed up for it.
February 21st. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get a lot of ideas this coming week of how it's in the game.
All right. While you guys do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
You do that. Okay. Remaster of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Um, I don't know too much about that. It's just that like I think that it needs more time. Or I think that it can release this year. Because they just showed the Ape Escape thing and I
Hmm.
saw that. I feel like that this game will be great, but there may be bugs to it.
All right, Overwatch 2 and their microtransactions.
Don't like it. That's my final answer. Final answer. Final answer.
This is their final answer. All right, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
What about it? What happened?
The pain of the beta.
There's bugs to it?
Oh my god, you have no idea.
I've heard small things about it.
Oh,
Not
I
a
heard
lot.
small things and they did not do it enough justice. You need to go look.
They didn't like
Oh,
as they were
they
taking
were.
more time.
Oh yeah, no, they're taking more time because the whole community just laughed at them. Yeah, you need to go. You need to go take a look at that one. I'm gonna let you have.
I think I've seen something about the loading screen problems.
Oh,
too.
that's not even close to the only problem they
Yeah.
have. Not even close. I can deal with loading screens. I've played games where loading screens are like a minute. That's the gameplay is what's gonna be suffering here. All right. How about let's see what we got going on. Disney Plus Premium now has ads.
Disney Plus Premium now has ads.
So to make it clear, you know how there's Disney Plus Basic, right? And that has ads
Right.
already. So Disney
Yeah.
Plus,
I didn't know that until recently.
yeah, Disney Plus Basic is $9.99. It already has ads. It's the base package.
Right.
And then Disney Plus Premium for $15.99 a month or $159.99 a year. It now includes ads for promos for Disney Plus programs, and limited live programs may include ads. So in other words, if they have like they're talking about any of their Disney Plus like services or promos or their advertisements for the different things they're doing, they'll have ads for that. And then during live programs, they may have some ads.
I'm not really too mad about that. I think that's more of like a trying to market people, trying to get
Okay,
people to
you
market
have
it
YouTube
more. Or
Premium.
no, don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
I don't like it because it's too expensive.
All right, so
And then on top of that,
you watch ads or do you use ad blocker?
ad block.
Yes, YouTube.
Oh wait, my bad. I watch ads. I watch ads. I definitely watch ads.
So obviously, you have that thing which they're eventually gonna block that out completely, right? They're gonna
Yeah.
stop it. They've been trying to stop it. They've been doing their darndest to like destroy blockers. Okay.
Well, yeah, they want to let
Okay.
you play the video.
Okay. Yeah. No, they want you to go watch the thing. So if you were forced to watch a 3-minute promo.
Wait, is this like in the middle of a TV
Yeah,
show?
in the middle of a movie.
Oh no, cash grab.
You watch your live sports event, and there's a 2 minutes worth of promo ads.
They're doing it how Hulu does it. I don't like that.
You're like, oh, it doesn't bother me that much.
But like, why should I get an ad in the middle of a movie? It's a movie.
Because you're watching movies on their platform. It's like TV.
But I don't have to get a promo.
It's like TV, right? You're not watching TV. It's not your TV. The box is yours. The signal is theirs. So obviously they're gonna put ads on it, right? And then they want you to watch those things because you're gonna go buy their stuff. Buy the stuff, and the advertisers are happy, and then it gets them support, and then you pays for the television, right? Because the advertisers are paying the people who run the signal goes to your TV. So if the same thing happens to Disney, right? So what they want to do is like, well, you don't want ads. Well, can you have my ads?
I think this is kind of why DirecTV and Disney didn't kind of.
Well, no, DirecTV is satellite. It was gonna die, right? They're trying.
I know
they're trying to change satellite to
Disney
internet. Internet's the thing, right? Starlink and all that kind of stuff. So we understand that satellite TV is not going to be the future. It's gonna be
obviously
going to be internet, and it's going to be just streamed. And why would you need satellite TV if you have internet that streams it anyway? So, and then it's like DirecTV, and who else was that? There's like other companies. Dish Network and stuff like that. That's all gonna die. So when it comes to like stuff like that, yeah, that's a given. But they did ads too because you gotta pay for the signal. You know what I mean? It's just you gotta kind of go with it. That's what it is, right? Now we have a lot of choice. We get to buy subscriptions and do all that, right? I understand to buy a subscription if I'm not gonna have to pay. If like I buy YouTube Premium because I don't want to see ads. I don't want to see one ad. I want to see no ads. Okay? And as long as it doesn't like pass like a certain threshold for YouTube, which I think I'm paying 12 now, if not $9.99. I can't remember what I'm paying. But it's not so bad in the grand scheme of games how much I use YouTube, right? Because it's like one of my primary platforms of watching streams, watching movies, and watching all that stuff. And then if I want to rent a movie, I can rent it from them, right? With no ads. And have it in HD and do whatever, right? I don't have to go buy anything. Just rent it. So that's fine. But when I see Disney Plus, which they used to be a cable TV thing, right? And they're
they were cable TV.
They're now they're going like this. Hey, you don't want ads, but can you have my ads? You're gonna have my ads. I need you to buy more of my stuff because if you go look at their packaging, you can buy more. You can actually add more to your subscription. You don't have to buy $15.99 a month for their base package. You can add more channels. You can add it for more people. You can add it for more things. You can have it for multiple computers. You can have it for multiple TVs and devices. And then chalk up a $200 a month bill.
But see, the package that I have the package where it was at launch, where it's ESPN, Hulu.
Yeah,
and
you
all
probably have
that.
basic, which is called
I
basic.
not, I don't. No, I don't get ads, so I got premium.
So you got premium. Get ready to
Yeah.
start seeing random ads.
I barely use Disney Plus
and
as it is.
it's like right now it's not a big deal because there's a lot of backlash because everybody's like no, but
Well,
eventually you're gonna see hey, Disney Plus is now serving a deal where you can get this for free, or you can get this if you pay $10.99 an extra month. Go ahead and sign up today, and then they'll talk about it for like 10 minutes of all the different packages they have. Because who says that they have to have? They didn't say how long the promos are going to be. The promo could be like 20 minutes.
Honestly,
like
the people who just had that idea, I hope they have cystic fibrosis. I hope they
it's the same thing on YouTube. YouTube has
well,
this thing.
geez.
This thing happens on YouTube every once in a while, where if you don't have YouTube Premium, right, and you do watch the ads, that every once in a while somebody buys an ad. You can buy ads. Like even me, like as a YouTuber, I can buy ads so people can come to my channel. I can do that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Everybody
before.
can do that. You can make a commercial on your own if you want to, which I don't know why you can make a commercial for streamers, but whatever. But you can make an ad. And somebody decided to make an ad, a movie. They put a actual movie in an ad.
Oh.
And then ran that ad. So that means that people.
I've seen an ad that went for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
long. It was about like a mattress.
Yeah, and it's just.
There was an ad about a Lego brick that I've seen, and I was like, "Why are they talking about a Lego brick for 2 hours?"
Yeah, I know. Somebody had put a movie.
Mine was unskippable, by the way.
Yeah, and some of these are unskippable ads. Some of these are unskippable. Not all of them. Most of them are, because why not? But they did a movie as an ad and made it unskippable. So who's to say that Disney Plus couldn't have a promo ad that's an hour long and it's unskippable? They didn't say that in their terms of service or anything. They're just saying that we will have promos for our Disney Plus programs. You see, there's a lot of gray area with it. They didn't they didn't see how long the ads were, how intrusive they're gonna be. Nothing. So that's why it's even more terrible. It just makes me go, you know what, Disney Plus? No. Because now for Disney Basic, I'm going to have promo ads and regular ads? Holy moly, no, I don't want none of this. Go away. And I was thinking about Disney Plus too, because there's a lot of stuff I want to watch that I can't watch because Disney doesn't approve YouTube. So, like, I gotta find it, in the black market, of the internet, just so I could go watch my favorite shows that are locked to Disney, right? Because what are a few hit shows that are locked to Disney, right? Everything Star Wars. So if I want to watch The Mandalorian, I gotta go watch it on what? Disney Plus. You know what I mean?
Marvel TV shows.
Yeah, a Marvel. A lot of that is Disney. Not all of it.
Yale House, yeah.
Yeah, there's most of it.
Yeah.
If I want to watch, was it Invincible? Is it Invincible on the Disney?
I think.
No, that's Prime.
That's Prime.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime. No, they got their own thing. I already pay for Amazon Prime. Like, do I have to buy? It's like, this is something I discussed before. If I have to sign into multiple accounts and have multiple subscriptions, I start to get kind of tired. Paying $10 here, $20 there. It's starting to get old. Yeah, Marvel fell off after Endgame. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Marvel's being Marvel right now.
That's a whole other topic for another day. But yeah.
I do have another topic.
All right, throw it at us. Throw it at me.
Let's talk about FromSoft's terrible Elden Ring NightReign network test beta launch fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a fail. Yeah, so basically, like, a lot of players were like, they weren't having fun with it because it limited the game's content, and as it limited the game's content, you could really not log in to the game.
Oh, so it's
As
like
like,
Diablo.
yeah, you were not able to log in, and people couldn't match with other people.
It was like the Diablo fiasco when
Yeah,
they
you
couldn't
couldn't,
log into the game because too many people were logging into the game and they
and
didn't have a
and
server.
people could not progress at all. And they might do another
Okay, but this was
network test.
this was a network test, right? So this is
Right.
not the game. This is just
The online portion.
the only portion that's getting tested, which is all fine, well, and good. That's the point, right? So I would rather it fail then than fail on release, right?
Well, yeah, and then they did apologize for it.
Oh
And
no,
said
they're gonna be like, my bad. We now see the errors. Blah 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 blah. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, would you rather it fail there or fail when it releases day one? So honestly, like I kind of take it as a W because now they know what's wrong. Now they know what to do. Now they're gonna do another network test because they saw the problem, figured it out, right? And they're gonna try again.
Mhm.
And for me, that's a W. Like that just means that they care enough to like not just release the game as just dirt, right? Like everybody else does. So, I would say good job. Don't release trash. Cuz it's Elden Ring, like one of
Yeah.
the biggest games out there, and if you do it right, it's gonna sell you, make all your money. And I don't doubt they're gonna be, I'm sorry, my bad. They really didn't need to apologize, but I understand why, because it's publicity. But for me, I look at it as I'd rather have a good product. And if this is a test to make sure it's a good product, good job. The test caught some errors. They're not going to happen again, right? Because they caught it. So, yeah, that's a win.
Personally, I feel like NightReign may fail in some areas because if I may be wrong, then maybe try to make this game live service. I think,
All
and as this game's becoming,
it would be amazing to have Elden Ring as a live service. Like,
well, yeah,
who would
it's just
not
that.
want that? Like,
But the problem is that they're trying to do a battle royale section.
why not? Like, you can do whatever you want, right? Like, if their idea for the game is to have a live section and a battle royale section, why not? They already like doesn't the whole Dark Souls has people coming into your realms, like literally coming to destroy you and murder you, right? So
Yeah.
what's it too hard to believe to have Elden Ring have like a battle royale system where like a handful versus a handful and they just all battle each other like literally the Hunger Games in Elden Ring. Like,
I honestly just hope that it works out right.
well,
If because it's FromSoft's first time doing this,
yeah.
realistically.
Soul.
Hmm?
I gotta go, husband.
Bruh.
We lost a member.
You lost a member. Now it's gonna move. Oh, pain. Do it.
Hey, is Bryce? I know
Master
you're
is
here
going
still.
to become
Nah, he's
Splatdragon.
next week.
No way.
Go
Uh-oh.
Splat.
Okay, bye.
Okay. I'm messing up. And then everybody's out of position. Hold on.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So I'm Splatdragon.
you're flagging now. It's like,
And I'm a conductor now.
You're just dragging it over.
yeah. It's so much easier just to do this and then. Can I select this one name, please? Thank you. And we're just gonna. He's in the dead section. That's where he goes. All right. It works. All right.
I think Gray was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
Gray was supposed to be here. And then
He was, yes.
yeah, it was supposed to be. We accidentally scheduled for like one too many, and then because Master was also a plan too, and so we had one plus, but then Gray's like not. I don't know if he Bryce said he passed
Bryce is
out
awake.
right before, not too long before the stream. So and Bryce said he's pretty much gone from the world. No, don't wake.
Yeah.
He's probably sick. Let him rest. I'm not gonna mess.
Oh
with
yeah, definitely.
I'm not messing with that. It's okay. It's okay. But you fix your name. I don't like it. That feels better now. But he still is. Yeah, so he's still asleep. So yeah, don't mess with him. Let him sleep. He's all right. He's just chill. I can guarantee he's gonna be upset he missed it. No,
I think it's always next week.
it's next week. Don't worry about it. All right. So we swapped out people. Now we go for the saddest topic ever that has nothing to do with anything. Golf of
What is that?
America.
Oh,
Is it
my
a good
goodness,
name or
this
not?
again.
Is it a good name or not?
Okay,
More
hold
like
on.
Golf of America. Am I right?
Yeah, Gulf of America.
Listen,
right?
Listen, I'm gonna
Okay,
say this
beyond.
here.
Okay,
I'm gonna say this here.
look. Beyond the politics of it, let's just go step away. We not politicking it. All right, we're just leaving that alone. Is it a good name or not?
I'm gonna say what I said to Soul yesterday
Okay.
about the Gulf.
All right.
So, you have the Gulf of Mexico. Well,
Uh-huh.
Gulf of America now.
Uh-huh.
And, growing up, I was like, okay, cool. Gulf of America. I didn't know geography and all that.
Okay.
I thought it was a golf course before then. And
Because people seem to like to say golf and not golf.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I'm like,
wait.
it's a big golf course, and like, do people just go there?
Stop. So, you're telling me up until a certain when did you find out that it wasn't a golf course?
Probably after elementary.
So you lived your first 8 to 10 years, and you thought that the Gulf of Mexico was a golf course, not a gulf where the a body of water is at. That's what it was called.
Yep.
First of all, how and why?
I don't know. It's just a name. Like, I thought it was just a very famous place. Like, golf.
Well, technically, it is
Mexico.
It is kind of a famous place. It's speculated to be one that area is supposed to be the impact point where the dinosaurs died from the asteroid hitting our planet. Isn't that where more or less it is? I think that's what's speculated a lot of physics. But
I don't really know.
But nonetheless, why?
But my opinion on the name also.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. So it was
okay. You have to be bored.
Okay, look.
To just name it that.
So you know that he made an executive order to name it the Gulf of America, and he did it.
Yes.
He did it basically because go America. That's kind of the reason. All right. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad name. I'm not saying it's a good name. I'm going here's my thought process on this. Okay, technically, it's technically saying it's owned by Mexico, right? So let's take it a step away from that fact. No one owns the ocean. Yeah, we have international waters, we have country waters and stuff like that where everybody controls the territory based on the ocean. Who cares? But technically, that space of water is in Central America, right? It is not Mexico's only at all. It is a body of water that is in between the three Americas. Okay? These are not these sections, right? The North American section, the Central America section, the South American, right?
Right.
So wouldn't it be okay to also name it the Gulf of America? Not because I made this point before. We are the United States of America. We're not America. We are the United States. Like we just
Of America.
yeah,
because
of
we're North
America because
America. Yeah.
we're part of America. So wouldn't that be called the Gulf of America? So
Yeah, it probably does make more sense because it is just North America, not necessarily just Mexico.
yeah, it's like technically,
True.
like it doesn't
True.
make a big deal with anything. Like who really cares? We call it the Gulf of America at the end of the day. Names of places and things have changed through the time upon time of history. People don't even remember that the whole world was called Pangea at one point, right?
No, that's what we
Like
call
the whole mass continent,
when
like when everything
we
was one.
assume all the continents were together.
Yeah, and they were based on like at least science wise, unless you don't believe in science, but you believe in like whatever other theory it is. But nonetheless, it's like there's a lot to that where he's like, why not just name it the Gulf of America? Now I can understand the pride of it, right? We do have places like New Mexico. It's not a newer version of Mexico, that state. It's just the name.
New York.
It's New York.
Where's Old York?
Yeah, where's Old York? It's like there's a place called Yorktown. Is that Old York? It's like, it's like saying, North and South Dakota, right? Why? You didn't have enough time to name yourself two different states instead of two different directions? Like, names are just like names.
Were you originally one state, and then did you split into two?
Yeah,
What?
like there's a lot of questions there, right? They had that for a lot of different countries and a lot of different nation states where when they separated, they called themselves like opposing names for some really dumb reason. But, does it hurt anyone that we call it the Gulf of America? Like, really? Like, what's... What do you think, Fishy? Is it a good name, bad name? What's your thoughts about it?
I don't know. Like, it's the Gulf of whoever fucking controls the area. Or, like, if you want to be geographic about it, it's the Gulf of whatever is surrounding the body of water.
Which, okay,
So-
well, like, most of, like, Texas, Louisiana, and what else, like, most of the southern states, like, border the Gulf of Mexico, right? And then there's Mexico, who also majorly borders the Gulf of Mexico. And then there's what? The other nation states that are outside, the little islands that are surrounded by the body of water in the Gulf of Mexico. So should we call it the Gulf of, Cuba? Like, or the, like, how close? Wait, let me pull up a map here. It's just like,
It's like Mexico to Florida. That's like the northern part of Mexico to Florida. That's basically where it is.
I'm gonna pull up Google Maps here because they changed it on Google Maps. I don't know if everybody knows that, but after the executive order was placed, within the day, Google Maps had changed.
Oh, actually, no. It also goes down to like. No, actually, no. It does. It is like half Mexico. Okay.
Okay, like, all right. So there's a good portion of Mexico, and then there's the Yucatan right there. Like, where's Mexico end? I see. Okay.
Mexico ends like north of Guatemala.
So yeah, the borderline, I guess.
At least it looks like that. I can't tell.
Yeah, like, oh no, the Yucatan Peninsula is part of Mexico. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So they have a big section, and then there's Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. Alabama's got like a small chunk, so has Mississippi got a small chunk, but it's Texas, Louisiana, and Florida. So should we? Florida's probably got the most touching it. Should we call it the Gulf of Florida?
Well, I guess if we're gonna do it like that,
how much
are we gonna base it off of how much of the place is touching it?
Yeah, like
as in like a ratio.
I think
or
it's
are we gonna do it as in
think,
like the total amount compared to the others?
I think it's 50-50 because it looks like they're pretty close to like
Yeah, it looks like 50-50.
America covers like half of it, and then there's an open gap to let for the channel, and then
Why don't we just call it the Mexican-American Gulf?
I know, right? Or we could call it the Gulf of Mexico. Like I don't know. We call it the Tex-Mex, the Gulf of Tex-Mex.
Like there are wars
Like,
that
what?
exist that we
Like,
call the
yeah.
opposing factions come together. So
Mexico American Gulf.
Oh.
But that sounds weird because you don't call that anywhere else in the world like that. I don't know. Like what is valid point, but backstory of the name is what it throws it down. North and South Dakota and both Virginias were both one state, but later separated in the Civil War or something else. Yeah, history I'm trash at. So if you know why, good. I don't. Like I don't even know why the Gulf of Mexico is named the Gulf of Mexico. I just think that like everything else, they just named it and they moved on, and it's probably because Mexico was settled there better and earlier, so they got to name stuff, right? Called it the Gulf of Mexico. That's only an assumption based on the fact that Mexico had conquered a grave portion of the United States back then, right? Like they owned Texas back then. Texas used to be Mexico.
Actually, I'm gonna look at Google Earth.
So it's just interesting. We are the president of the United States is so worried about this little stake of water. It's hilarious. But it's the funniest topic. Europeans called it the Gulf of Mexico and it stuck. Yeah, because they were Mexico and all the people that like traveled through Mexico and conquered through Mexico, along with the Europeans and the Spaniards. Right? That's my heritage. The Europeans and the Spaniards conquered through Mexico and carrying on, going from the south to the north, conquering parts of the United States for Mexico. They had so much of the United States that they were selling pieces off and going to war for others. It, at this point it's like shouldn't they call it, like look over here. Look, if you go to the west, Mexico covers all of it, right? All of this little gulf that's over here on the west side of Mexico. Mexico owns all of that.
Gulf of California?
Yeah, they call
Mexico.
You don't know about that?
Yeah, that is the Gulf of California. It has been named such because it's the Baja California Sur, which is that whole peninsula that goes on the west side of.
Okay, I see.
But it is still called the Gulf of California. Why didn't they call that the Gulf of Mexico? They just called it because of the peninsula, right? So I think they're just naming stuff, and they're just like, well, this is.
There's a Gulf of Alaska?
Yeah, there's a Gulf of Alaska.
Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah.
Didn't know this.
Yeah. The Gulf of Alaska, which is hilarious. But nonetheless.
I'm gonna be moving to Alaska.
You're like, I should go to Alaska. Things are named right over there.
I'm going to be moving to Alaska. That's just the fact.
You're moving to Alaska? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Don't worry, you get to experience a 4-hour difference from me now.
Oh no. Anything is better than the bill where they're trying to name Greenland the red, white, and blue land. Dog, I'm still. Yeah, that's well. They can't do anything about that because that's not gonna pass. They can't do anything. The Gulf of Mexico, nobody cares. Nobody cares to fight it. I think even the leader of Mexico, she doesn't care. Just laughed.
They said they were still gonna call it the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, everybody else still gonna call it Gulf of Mexico. But here's the thing: it's like I think I read something. If a president of the United States says, "Hey, we're gonna change the name," Google's gonna change it. You know what I mean? And it's not,
Yeah.
and it's not, the history is not written by by the people that joke around about this stuff. The people in power is the one to write the history. So, 10 years. Here's the thing: people are talking about, like, even nowadays, that stuff that happened a long time ago, like back in the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, never happened. Okay, it doesn't exist. So, 20 years from now, when you have kids and your kids have kids or whatever,
Right.
they're gonna be like, "It was called the Gulf of Mexico. It was never called that. It's the Gulf of America."
Off of my ass.
You know what's crazy though?
Sorry,
Tomorrow-
you have to cut that out. Sorry.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
literally President's Day tomorrow too.
Hmm.
That's the craziest part about this.
Oh, look. They made it Gulf of America Day. The day before the Super Bowl.
What?
Yeah. Look it up.
That's okay.
I think it's the day of the Super Bowl or the day before the Super Bowl. Is it? Yeah.
Day of.
Gulf of America holiday. February 9th, 2025, the first ever Gulf of America Day.
Who was gonna celebrate that?
America, damn it. Trump's trying to ban corporations from saying specific words or to work. One of those words being that's not gonna probably pass. But yeah, he's been stopping a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying not to get too political with it, but yeah, he's been trying to stop a lot of stuff, and
Sesame Street.
we might touch political stuff a little bit from time to time. But yeah, I'm trying to stay away. This was just a funny question to throw out there. It's like, Gulf of America, what's your thoughts? and also, by the way,
house on Google Earth.
And my question is, is Gulf of America Day a federal holiday? Let me go look.
That'd be crazy if I didn't have school on that day.
If it's a federal holiday, yeah, it's gonna stop schools. Americans honor it. Public. I call upon public officials. Wait, what did he say? And all people in the United States to observe this day with proper programs, ceremonies, and activities. Okay, so no, it's not gonna be a federal holiday. So it's just gonna be another holiday. Yeah. So, okay, whatever. We're President's Day is coming up, so he's gonna do something for that one. Get ready for that pain. Pain and suffering. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is usually the point, or a little earlier, was the point where we can answer questions from the community and take, question and answer portion. If you all have questions, if you have topics to talk about, we'd love to actually go through them. There gotta be gaming and entertainment related. Gaming dramas allowed, no politics. So just a heads up. Okay, even if it's questions about me, my gaming stuff, other people, other co-hosts, or the guest host whenever we have a guest host. This is that portion. That is this portion of the podcast. And Master was late, so ask him 100 questions.
Ask him when he's gonna die.
No, that's rude.
Whoa.
You need to have the fates on your side to actually be able to predict stuff like that.
What about the Nintendo
The answer is right
Direct
now,
being
because we're gonna kill him
No.
for being late.
No.
Why not?
No.
It'd be funny.
No. I
leaked
am not
Nintendo
celebrating a
Direct.
holiday called Gulf of America Day. Schlog. What is that? No, not Schlog. Shalog. Stalog.
Hello.
That's an interesting word. You have made a word. Krill issue. So if anybody out here,
what if he does that next?
What?
Make a word.
He already has.
Me? Who? What?
He already has. We'll look it up.
Interesting.
My
Dang,
bad.
that's a
Carry
cool
on.
JPEG.
Picked it up from a friend. So, is there any questions? Throw it out there if you got any questions. Talk about like I said before, that includes Stellar Soft. It also includes this podcast. It also includes the co-host and all the other stuff related to it. If not, then we'll probably end it. Do it.
Dang, Alaska has some fucking mountains. Sorry.
You're bad at this.
Dang.
Like, dang, look at those mountains over there. Oh. You were so amazed by those mountains, you must. We're gonna have to bonk you. We're gonna have to bonk you.
Oh, but I'm not horny. I mean, I could be. No.
How do you feel about
You could make me.
Whoa! How do you feel about the Nintendo Direct being leaked for this one upcoming? What do you think about that?
I didn't even get to see the leak. I was kind of wanting to. But it already got leaked completely.
I think so. Yeah, I think they leaked it completely.
Or if they're like already copyright striking the hell out.
I think so.
So that's kind of sad. If you can find a video, send it to me. It'll probably come
I got you.
Yeah, I'll try to watch it right now, real quick, or try to watch podcast. But what? Okay, here's something to throw at everybody. What is everybody?
Just leaks on the Switch too?
Probably games. You know, their things are always like everything. You know, the major information is not going to come out till April, right? That's when I forget what date it was. But the major information on the Switch 2 isn't due to come out until April. So having a leak of the Direct already, that means that they probably already have a grand amount of information on the Switch 2. They've already been leaking tons of information on the Switch 2. Like tons of it. All the copyrights.
They literally leaked the model before the release date.
Yeah, and they were so mad.
I thought it was fake.
They were so mad. They were so mad about it. And there was nothing they could do about it. Nothing. Obviously, the Nintendo lawyers, the ninja lawyers are about to probably take a whole bunch of
like Rockstar.
Rockstar would literally bust down your door. They're different. That actually sent SWAT.
They got somebody for GTA 6.
Yeah, no, they literally sent police. They went to the level of not lawyers. They went, we're gonna send cops to you. So, yeah, they were way more intense. But what's everybody thought on the Switch 2 so far? Like based on what we already know so far, we already know that the Joy-Cons are getting a bit revamped. The screen is going to be considerably larger. There's also rumors that it's going to be 1080p, both docked and undocked. They changed the stand design. They changed it where you can charge it both from the top and the bottom. Still have the SD card slot, which I imagine they're going to upgrade that to 1 terabyte max capacity because they upgraded the graphics card. They upgraded the overall screen.
Here's one thing that I know will definitely happen. Maybe not as quick, but it'll take a while. I want to
chat for the VC. Do it.
Huh?
Do it.
Do
Show
what?
it. Show it.
What?
You said you found a thing.
Oh, probably can't show it because we'll get struck down too.
Yeah, no, like I'm not. Put it in the text chat so we can see it.
Oh, Master, do it.
Do it.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, put it in the text chat so everybody can watch that. Also, you can go ahead and send that.
Okay.
But what's gonna happen, Master? What's your prediction? What is your psychic prediction for Nintendo?
Okay. Obviously, launch failures, right?
No.
But a lot of people's speculation is the little magnets,
Oh
and
yeah. No,
yeah,
it's not only magnets, so don't worry about that.
yeah. I think a personal speculation of mine. I love jailbreaking systems, but I think that it'll take longer to jailbreak this system, and
Oh
they'll kind of,
yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that they'll kind of crack down on people who jailbreak the system more.
Yeah,
And I've,
they
yeah,
hate piracy.
definitely,
Nintendo hates
because
modders.
I'm not trying to get this taken down, so whatever. But there's a thing out there.
Oh,
I think Nintendo knows about this.
they already got their consoles being pirated and actually sold on the market.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you know about the MIG switch?
Oh, for the current Switch?
Any switch, like it's for the
Yeah, it's for all of
one
them.
and two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know about that?
No, not too much.
So the MIG switch is a switch cartridge. You stick an SD card in there. You basically
Oh yeah.
get your switch ROM or whatever. You stick it in there, and it'll detect it as a new game. So it'll bypass everything.
Oh, that's so
Literally.
sad. They found a mod. They found a mod and a glitch issue with the detections
Yeah,
on the card.
they've completely
Oh,
broken the
they
cartridge.
just broke it. Yep, because that means that they can bring any game in now.
Yep,
Yep,
they brought it. They
man.
yep, I seen it. I've seen a
Oh,
complete
that's
video on this too.
terrible. That's terrible. But who didn't see that coming? Because they did it to the Wii.
And what's crazy is that
They did the same thing
these
to the
things are being made in mass production,
Wii.
like
Oh,
literally.
yeah.
But
Well, that just means that all they're gonna have to do is do a software patch. Because they don't need to change the hardware to fix that problem. You know that, right?
yeah, no,
Yeah, it's just a software patch. It's funny it happened. Now it just depends on how far into
this
the.
happened like a year ago too.
Well, it's just funny how like if this is if this is a thing and it's still a thing, it won't be a thing anymore because
Well, that
once they patch it, it
and
just depends on how deep into the code it goes to detect that game. Like if it's below
yeah,
the protections of the base software, then they might not be able to patch it because it's below any kind of like OS kernel. So, um, yeah, that's kind of funny though.
that that and then the paper clip and the tinfoil. That'll definitely be. I got rid of that instantly because you can tell on the new design. And then I think another speculation that I have is that maybe we're definitely gonna get another Mario game. We already got it,
Oh no, yeah,
Mario Kart.
they already said that that's a thing. They already
Yeah.
mentioned it, so it's no
Now
big deal. They demoed stuff already.
it's potential that we could get another Smash. It's
I
there's some
feel
potential.
bad for that. Don't even ask.
I know.
He needs a break.
Right.
Terrible.
Right.
Worked way too hard on.
Yeah.
We need some.
And
We need. You know what we need? Marvel Rivals. Put that on the Switch. Like
definitely, yeah.
no, no,
Do
no, no, no,
that.
no, no. It's here's the problem, and the funniest thing is
Hopefully you
like,
can run it though.
well,
Yeah, that
well,
too.
here's well,
You see
see
what
that
happened with
we don't know,
Genshin?
but nonetheless, the reason why I say that is because Nintendo has a problem with third-party competition. They love, they love to make first-party stuff. They hate to bring third-party stuff, and they have to like be beaten down completely to do it. Like, and then when companies do it right, it's really good, right? But that's only if they let them do it and let them take the time to do it right. But 9 times out of 10, it's just like it's a struggle, right? And the one
Yeah.
problem was the console's hardware was very old, you know. Like now, with the new packages, it's not going to have the most massive upgrade in the world. The reason they upgraded it just to like satiate the people from saying, "Oh, it's 8 years old." You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
now it's days old, and now it's caught up to the current industry standard when it comes to portable equipment. But it's not going to be an Xbox. It's not going to be a PS5. You know,
Or PC.
or a
It was
PC.
not supposed to be. It's supposed to
Right.
be portable.
Right. Well, it's
Yeah.
also supposed to be portable, but the dock is supposed to kind of help along with some of the other issues. But it was never, Nintendo has never, ever, and will never, ever be on the cutting edge of technology. That's just not it.
Definitely
They
not,
are
no.
innovative, not the cutting edge. So when it comes to like them, I don't expect them to ever get to 4K. Like, why would you need 4K? Why don't I just give you 1080 60 and that's it? That's all you really need. You know, after you pass 2K, just to let you know, after you pass 2K 60, your eyes can't really detect the difference as much anymore. Once you pass 4K 60 or 4K 120, there's no way your eyes can tell the difference between 4K and anything above it. So like, if you get 8K, that exists. There's an 8K television. There's
Yeah,
8K
I know about
video.
8K TVs.
Yeah, yeah, that exists. You can't tell the difference between 8K and 4K. You can't. It's impossible. Your eyes just don't have the ability to process enough to do it. Like, you can see more colors, you know, like vivid colors for like the density of it, but
Yeah.
you will not ever see more clarity than 4K. 4K is like, I'm looking at real now. 8K is like super. It looks fake. That's how real it looks. It's like it goes beyond your eyes limitation. Your eyes are starting to weird out, and it looks wrong. Like literally, I remember looking at 8K televisions, going, I can't even watch TV. I can't even watch something simple. It's like you're superimposing reality on top of reality. Like, stop it. Like, stop doing that.
I feel like that's kind of how it goes for like. I'm thinking like the 3DS,
Mhm.
the 3D feature.
Oh,
That's kind of how that was.
well, some people like they couldn't tolerate it, like at all. And for me,
My eyes cannot tolerate that.
for me, I had to look directly in on it, like the thing says. And at any moment that I blinked, I lost it. And that's why, like, most of the time I just turn it off. I'm like, nah, it's not even worth it. If I gotta like sit in one perfect tiny position to look at this game, and it's only one of the two screens, not both. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing this for? Why don't like? And that's the same thing when Labo came out for the Switch. I'm like, why am I gonna build this cardboard thing that I'm never?
I think the Labo is a very cool idea.
It was very
That's
cool
such a
for.
cool
It's
idea.
great for kids. Great for kids. Horrible for everybody else. Because everybody else is just like, well, can you use it on the Switch too? Can you use it on the
No.
Can you use it on the OLED?
Yes.
No, you can't. It requires like a whole bunch of manipulation to make
Can
it
you use
work
it on
right.
the Switch Lite?
You can use it on the
No.
Switch. You can only use it on the Switch regular, you know. And then the Switch Lite, they made the Switch Lite, and you can't dock it. You could only just plug it in.
I think
Yeah.
I think they made that for people who don't like the dock.
Well, the dock was something you could just lay it in there and let it charge, right? And then you could just take it
Yeah.
out and go. They didn't say you had to like play the game like that, right? Now, well, you could charge and play with the regular Switch too. I understand the portability thing, but I still like the idea of like putting my phone in a dock or putting my device in a dock instead of just laying it on a table with a cable, right? There's
Like I have a Switch Lite and I've never used it. Like basically never.
Like, I keep every time I would go to the store, I'd see the Switch Lite, right? And just I was like, I should buy one. And then I second think, I'm like, do I want a device I can't
buddy
repair?
boy.
I do I want a device I can't repair, can't dock, can't play on screen, can't do anything else? It's
When
like
it first released, I had a problem.
Do you really want a
because
device that if it gets Joy-Con drift, you cannot fix it?
yeah, you
you
can't
literally
fix
can't
it.
fix
You
that.
well, you
And
can if you're like a tech specialist. Like I could fix it, but how many people are tech specialists? Like in the reality of this thing, you got the typical 10-year-old kid, and if once the drift starts, he's like, so starts crying about it. And what are you gonna do? Smack it against the wall?
And also let's not forget the regulars, like a regular Switch Joy-Con,
Uh-huh.
$80 on a base,
Uh,
and a standard right Joy-Con is $40.
Look, the
Singular Joy-Con is
the
40.
Joy-Cons are expensive. We know already. The Pro
Too
controller.
expensive.
It's I have 3 Pro controllers. I know for a fact. I have
wired controllers.
3 Pro controllers. I know exactly how expensive Nintendo merch is. Okay.
Yeah.
And and because I played Zelda and Splatoon and a lot of other games that literally burnt out that joystick. I know exactly how easy it is to destroy a Joy-Con and get drift. And let me tell you, I didn't even mess with the Joy-Cons after like the first pair. I got a second pair, stuck them on there, and they were just attached and never came off.
Yeah. I feel like with the Switch 2, if we're including more speculation in on this, I feel like that the Joy-Cons will be better and that they'll have more functionality instead of having little functionality. Like the mouse feature, I feel like that'll if that's a mouse feature.
Yeah, it is. It looking to like that's going to be a mouse feature that's dedicated for the Switch 2, and that's really cool. But that leads into the question: are they going to bring back the keyboard feature? That like an external keyboard, because you can buy an external keyboard for the Switch. I have one. So
yeah.
And it's an external keyboard that allows you to put the Joy-Cons into the keyboard, so you can have like a keyboard with Joy-Cons. It's a pretty cool little accessory.
And also, will there be a browser now if they're doing that?
That's a good question. And for all the people that watch, like, I see a whole bunch of like,
because the Wii U had a browser too.
Here, subscribers to me, Arcadian Soul, I see all my friends on the Switch. And I sometimes, when I friend you, I get like a glimpse of your account, and I see 2,000 hours of YouTube watch time. And I'm like, I feel bad because you have to deal with the Joy-Cons, you have to deal with like the controllers to get through it. Like, how do you guys watch this content with a Switch? And first of all, I'm impressed. Give it to me.
Okay, so the thing is my friend, he has a giant ass TV in his room, and he uses a controller, and I think like an Xbox probably a PlayStation, I think, to watch YouTube. So he has to use the controller for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And
is it like a PS?
Just horrendous with it. I hate it so much.
Is it like a PS TV type deal?
Yeah, well, like PlayStation.
Yeah, it's like a PS5 that he has hooked up to a TV in his room that he has mounted on the wall.
So since the since the era, so for everybody, let me kind of like oldify you and throw you back into the retro, back to current. Sony and Sega and some Nintendo had these abilities where they would sit there and they would give you a disc, and you pop it in there, and with your internet you could actually connect to the internet. The PS2 had this as well, but the funny thing about Sony, because Sony was a smart one, right? We already do VCRs and TVs, so why don't we just make a remote for your PlayStation? And they did that every time. They did it for the PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. They made a literal remote as a controller for your PlayStation console instead of you using your controller. And all you had to do is go buy it, which was like $39.99. Now I think the PS5's one is like $60. And it's a multi-function controller. You can even use it as a game controller. I don't know why you would want to do this, but it can. And
I hope it has motion controls then.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh god,
it's terrible.
But
it's a remote. It's a remote so you can go use the services of the PlayStation Network and watch the internet. Watch YouTube. Watch
What in the world?
yeah, that's my alarm. That's watch content on the PlayStation in a normal way instead of trying to use your terrible controller for that purpose. Because your controller is great for games, terrible at the internet.
So
I
looked it up,
uh-huh.
and it's 20 to 30 bucks.
Okay, so it's better than I thought. It's 30 bucks.
And also,
It's 30 bucks.
you can find it at the grocery store.
I know, it's at Target. I see it every day. Look,
here
dude,
we got a place called Meyer.
Oh, you got your place, but you can go to the store and buy a controller. I don't understand. So, like for the Switch, Nintendo doesn't care about that. They're like, nah. You want to watch YouTube? You do it the hard way. and I feel bad for everybody that's on the Switch. So I hope Nintendo.
The one good thing about the Switch, though, is that it does have touch screen.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you can at least...
Yes, that's great.
It is slightly better. It's more like mobile.
Nintendo, please, Nintendo, please bring back the motion sensor bar and remote. Because we could use that. If you had a motion sensor bar, right? And you just could plug that in, you could have a remote on your TV, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. My issue with that is that it was really finicky because
With the
you have to have really stable hands.
Well,
You
with
can use a candle
with
as
Wii
well.
Motion Plus, you could control your stabilization and also help it. It was way better than standard Wii. And then with the Wii U, they perfected it. So they perfected this technology already. They have a sensor bar. All you gotta do is just do it. And they could probably make that sensor bar so much tinier now, right? Like a little tiny little thing that you put on your, So I don't understand why they couldn't make a remote and charge 30 bucks for a decent remote. And I also hope that the OS that runs the Switch 2 is way better than Switch 1. We get backgrounds. We get, instead of just having white and black, we get to choose our color and choose our background and have a wallpaper. Like, they were so happy.
They don't even need the motion sensor bar. They could just use the motion controls that they already have.
Oh yeah, the mouse feature, right? Because they already have a lot. Just give us a decent remote, Nintendo.
And
please.
On top of that, to add on to kind of subtract from the wallpaper feature. I hope they don't do it like how PlayStation does, where we have to pay for it. I think that they should use the Nintendo coins, little silver coins and all that.
Yeah, we're already building silver.
Pay for wallpapers.
Yeah, no, you could do that. Yeah, that'd be excellent. We already have a system that's built for the avatars. Why not? The more you play, the more you get into their games, the more achievements you get for their little things.
Oh, they should add achievements to
No. They already have achievements in Nintendo. You didn't know that already? When you have the, Nintendo eShop Premium, whatever they call it now. When you have
the app or whatever.
No, the service, their service, right? When you buy their service, part of that goes where you can get your avatars, right? You can make your own avatars, and you can purchase your own avatars with the silver coins. Well, if you keep looking through there, you'll find out that, hey, if you play certain games and you do certain things in these games and you play them for a certain amount of time, you just did an achievement, and we give you more coins.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why not have achievements? Everybody else does it. Xbox has achievements. PlayStation has achievements. Steam has achievements. Diamonds. Epic has achievements. Why don't you?
What would Steam's equivalent to a platinum trophy or like a
no, we have it. They have it too on Steam where you can platinum. You have it too.
The same thing.
Yeah, they do. If you max out a game, you get a special thing for that game. You get cards as you earn. You do more to that.
Oh
game.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah, I know about the cards.
You get points for playing that game longer and doing more with it. The more achievements you build, depending on what the game they do for that game. If the game made achievements, you get stuff, right? And if you complete all their achievements, you get stuff. So, and then you gain levels for the more games you purchase, the more things you do with those games. They have a system already. So does Epic, but Epic's trash. But PlayStation already has this too with the PlayStation Network. Xbox Live has had this forever, since the original Xbox Live. So, like, there's people that still have the original currency from the original Xbox Live. Like, seriously. Why, like, Nintendo, every other console, they're just like,
and also
eShop erase, start over.
Yeah, and also for Nintendo, I feel like they should update the UI. Definitely.
Well, yeah, that's,
maybe
that's what I said.
have some music, custom music.
Well, they did that with the 3DS.
Music in the background.
They did that with the 3DS.
I know, like how wallpapers have music in the background.
Yeah,
they should do that again.
I assume that they're just gonna do a copycat of the 3DS. See, what they did is like the DS was kind of like meh, right? Imagine the original DS. The original DS and the DSi are kind of like the Switch.
The DSi would be my favorite.
Yeah, so like the DS, DSi, DS Lite, all those first ones, that's like the Switch. And then the DS, when they made the 2DS, the 3DS, the 3DS.
They made the DSi XL. I remember that.
When they made the 2DS XL, the 2DS, the 3DS, the 3DS XL, all that, right? That's when they started putting in backgrounds and you know, changing your avatar and changing your music and changing your in-thing content. So I assume that they're going to do the same thing here. Now, they could totally subvert my expectations and screw that over. But I'm assuming that they've learned where they're at then, and they're going to make something better now. So the question is, I would love to hope upon hope for Nintendo, but you know,
it's Nintendo. We just gotta see what they gotta do.
It's Blizzard. We know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, like Blizzard. Blizzard is Blizzard. Blizzard just being Blizzard. But another thing also that I know a lot of people been wanting this since the first Switch. We want more emulators. We want all that. But they should do more ports and more.
Oh, you're asking to the choir. You're speaking to the choir on that one. The game preservation space. Everybody's yelling. I want Skies of Arcadia remastered.
Right, but
like I keep yelling at Sega. Sega, remaster my game. So I can be happy. But that's like yelling into the void. Like really, I've gotten tired. Like instead of remastering other games and making it like and trying to let's do this game again, but do it in a whole new style. But like, dude, nobody asked for that. No one.
You know what?
No one asked for that. They keep doing that. Everybody keeps doing it.
They technically can do like a Wii emulator.
Why?
Well, hold on. Just think about it. There's a lot of great Wii games out there, right?
Oh.
And as there's a lot of good Wii games out there, the Switch has motion, and since it's like a mouse feature or whatever, you could do Wii games and kind of either port or switch it up. Have the second Joy-Con be the nunchuck or whatnot, and or the first controller be the Wiimote.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people have already like thought about that. Like the reason why they haven't upported GameCube games and
GameCube games can get ported. It's just because they have a whole adapter.
No. Way more complicated. So when it comes to like 64 GameCube, and I think 64 has kind of been fixed for the most part, but GameCube and up, right? They can port it and put it on the Switch and it'll run, but it won't run well. And that's because the hardware of the Switch was not built with that in mind. You know what I mean?
You know, if Nintendo was really smart, they would just make official emulators.
They've done that. They did that.
Well, they sorted.
Kinda.
They made the NES and the SNES Classic, which
Okay, but that's on the Switch. I mean, like on the computer.
no. Well,
No, they're never gonna do
okay,
that.
well,
Yeah, they're never gonna do that.
they
But
made
if they were smart,
consoles.
they would, because that would make a lot of money for them,
So they
or at
made
least a
Definitely.
decent chunk, I think.
when I said the Classic, I meant the console. So they made the NES and the SNES Classic, and it didn't take very long for people to figure out that they had put an emulator in them to be able to emulate NES games and Super NES games. So people modded their NES and SNES classics to put all the games on the device instead of the 20 or so that they had put originally.
I haven't modded my NES.
Yeah, I didn't mod either of
and all
mine
that.
because I didn't want to because I didn't want to mess with them because they're gonna be kind of collector, right? But
Yeah,
I
think
realized
can
really
demod
quick
mine.
that Nintendo was trying to be like, hey, we can do it, but let's only put the popular games on there, you know? And I'm like, you know how easy it is to put 300 games on an SD card and slap them into one of your things, you know? But
Just like with the Genesis.
But here's the thing. Here's what's the problem with emulation and the reason why they can't do what we want them to do. The reason is that every one of these game companies are also copyright, right? So Nintendo just can't say, well, I'm just going to take your game and do it. They have to get the permission, right? And some of these companies are gone. There's nobody to talk to about it. And so the copyright is in limbo. So in other words, they would have to sit for years talking to lawyers and talking to people and then trying to find the right people to get the legality to be able to grab the game and put it on an emulated thing, right?
Okay, but that's for the games that they don't own
Well, like
entirely.
let's say every Mario game is Nintendo's, right? Every Zelda game is Nintendo. Like obviously the first party. All the third party games, they would have to talk to every single publisher. And it's kind of like this. Hey, did you want to put every song in your game? Well, you're gonna have to go talk to each and every one of their artists and each and every one of their lawyers and then each and one of every one of the things, right? Well, that's kind of easy for a game because you only have 20 songs. Imagine 300. 300 different companies. You know what I mean? That you'd have to talk to and lawyers you have to get through. And it's like, how much money are you going to spend on legal stuff, right? Just to get it emulated and ported over. Now, some of these companies might be easy. They might be like, yeah, sure, here, have it. They won't even say anything, right? But a lot of them are going to fight tooth and nails like, nah, I don't want my stuff on your system. I don't want to deal with it. You know, I'm out. And that's one game minus, right? So obviously they're skip them. And then people are going to get mad. Why didn't you get their game? You could have done it. I'm like, well, they said no. Want for me. You know? And so people will still be mad. It's like a catch-22 kind of still. So like that, the idea will work if everybody said yes, but you can guarantee there's some companies are defunct and some companies are gonna say no, and some companies will be like, well, let me find a better contract than your contract. Maybe Sony will give me a better, like, and then Sony never gets back to them, and they're like, oh well, we don't want to do it anymore. It's just irritating, right? So you can imagine the guy like. I feel bad for the guy that like did the SNES and the NES Classic, the lawyers and all that, because they had to sit there and go with all these companies, and they were probably fighting tooth and nail just to get the games they got, other than the first party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're just sitting there going, please, we need games other than our games. You know, we can't just have Nintendo. We need other stuff. We need you. And they're like, well, give me money. Give me money.
Well,
give me money.
Of like first party. When do you think that we'll even get a Zelda game on release?
No.
Or like later on?
Next year.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, that's how they do. They never do it the year. Like it's very rare the year of Zeldas come out unless because they just released a Zelda. They're already working on the next Zelda. So And they have said nothing about Zelda, so I expect 2026, 2027. It's like Splatoon.
Yeah.
They haven't talked about that either, considering the game's over. And
That game ended quick.
well, no, it ended when it was supposed to end. Like the other game was supposed to end. COVID happened. So, so I don't expect a game for Splatoon 4 until 2026. Like, realistically, you know what I mean? Because they
I
have
just expect an announcement, but just nothing else.
they'll announce it in September 2025.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna, and it'll release in May of 2026, if anything. So, like, because you got to think logistically, like, hey, you want kids to play it? Let's tell them when school starts that it's coming, and then tell them at school's end that's when it comes out.
Well, yeah, because
You're trying to make money here. It's like
they're definitely releasing a lot of games next year because
doing
this. They're doing it with Pokemon.
Oh no, the console comes out this year. Why would you release most of your games right off the bat? You want to do your primary games, right? And then the year that the console has kind of like all been debugged, after the little bit of debugging and everything's kind of all the wonky stuff is walked out, and then we walk into the new year and you just unload tons of games. That's the proper way to do it. So I expect 2026 to be like the heaviest hitter year for Nintendo again. Now the question is, are they going to pull in third party stuff? I don't know. You know,
probably so.
Nintendo's been really bad about it. Like they've only recently started to learn. So, and with all this emulator stuff going on, they hate emulator companies right now.
Yeah,
they're looking every which way, side, word. They're looking through every letter of law to see if they can destroy these people. Then the lawyer ninjas are like, yes, where is it? This one line says that I can destroy your company, and you owe me $2 million.
And then on top of that, I feel like the Switch 2 will be the successor. Obviously, that's what it's supposed to do. And I also feel as though the Switch 2 will linger around for a while. And I feel like that the game
it's gonna be it's gonna be 7 years. It's gonna be 7 years. You're gonna do exactly the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing. We already know what they do. We don't need to know what they're gonna do. They're gonna be 8, 7,
I feel like the
years.
Games will be high caliber. I'll say that.
We're gonna do it for 7, 8 years, and then we're gonna be like, stop it. We need a new console again. So
that's all I got on the Switch 2 so far. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm throwing in the towel with that one.
All right. Anybody got any questions and that they want answered? Last call for that.
Cheese.
Take 2 in GTA.
It's just cheese. It's cheese. It's just cheese. Jeez. Man, we had a long Nintendo talk. That was like a talk coming. I knew that was gonna come up even if I didn't write it. A Nintendo
Dill pickle.
Dill stickle.
I already got to censor you like 4 times, Fishy. You know.
What do you mean? I said dill stickle.
Funny. All right, so
It needs to be censored.
no, you know. We'll live with that one. We're all right. We'll live with that one. So, if everybody enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe to the channel. It will be happening every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Different hosts will be swinging in and out constantly, so you'll have a whole bunch of different people. We're planning to try to have some guests. Next week, we'll have a guest. That guest will be E-Man. So, E-Man 6000. So, 2 other people will co-host, along with him being the guest. And
That'd be hilarious.
We're gonna have hilarious amounts of fun like we did today. Talk about more topics and all the new stuff that is in and going on in gaming, entertainment, and the drama of all. So, if you guys loved it all, subscribe, hit the bell icon, smack everything, and if you're listening to this podcast, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and please listen to us more. Please listen more. Y'all have...
Or nematodes will come to your house.
Why are you sending demons?
No, nematodes.
Nematodes. Terrible. All right. Y'all have a nice time. See you later. I'll see you.
Nematodes? They're like grumbly
I'll see
bunglers.
you all in the next podcast. Have a great time.